Okay, so this is my top 5 things I hate in WoW, and Slap Your Face is probably wants to new to me right now because I'm stealing this idea from him, and he's sick of people PMing him about Warcraft. He doesn't play anymore. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to hear about it. But he hasn't taken down the video, so it does bring a certain amount of traffic to his channel, and a lot of the people that watched those videos and found out about his channel are genuinely interested in his other videos. So I think that's why he keeps him up because they do get a lot of traffic to his channel, even though he's not interested in Warcraft anymore. But the reason I'm making this series of videos is because Warcraft is very important to my gaming roots. Because even though I'm not a Warcrafter anymore, I still feel like I should talk about it because Warcraft was the thing that got me into PC gaming. I used to only play console games, but then after I saw the South Park episode, that's what got me into PC gaming. So it is important in that sense that it did get me into PC gaming. But this is my top 5 things I hate in Warcraft. And so please listen. Thank ya. These don't really annoy me in any like particular order. This is just they both like annoy me pretty much equally. So let's start. Number 5, resilience. Most people are probably expecting me to pick a class or a stat, but I mean a class or a spell, but no, I picked a stat. And the reason I picked this stat was because um, back when I played WoW, my favorite thing to do was PvP. I loved to duel. I loved to run battlegrounds. I just had so much fun, even though I was on a bad computer and I would lag a lot. I'd still be able to win and kill people. And at level 59, I decided to be an AV twink. So I collected all this gear and I got all this PvP gear for level 60. And I played so much and I had so much fun that I played AV all the time and I leveled because you do get a little bit of XP from playing AV, and I played it so much I actually leveled myself. So I felt really sad and I had but I had to leave, and I couldn't go to the other brackets because I was like too low. So I started leveling again, and I would duel people the whole time. I would duel people up to 69, and then when I got to 70 I went straight to the battlegrounds and I got my ass raped. So it was a huge disappointment, and I couldn't figure out why I was getting killed so easily after, even though these people were all my same level. And then I learned later that the reason they were killing me was because they had this stat called resilient. Resilience itself is a stupid idea because it separates players and it creates double standards. But in BC, if you had season gear, if you had like season 3 or something, you could go to Black Temple, you could go to SSC, you could go anywhere you wanted, but the raiders couldn't go to BGs. Even the people with tier 6 couldn't go to BGs because they didn't have the resilience, and so they would die easily. So it created double standards between players, and a lot of my friends were raiders on that game. So when I asked my friends if they could BG with me, they're like, "Oh no, dude, I can't because every time I go there, I'm gonna get killed, and I don't really feel like doing it." Um, so it created boundaries between players, and it turned WoW from a game where you try to get better to a game where you just try to play as much as you can. Like, I know it was that in the first place, but it took all the skill out of PvP. The little bit of skill that there was completely taken out, and it was just like replaced with, oh well, if you play this, if you grind the PvPs long enough, you'll be able to purchase the resilience, and then you'll be a good PvPer. Instead of, well, if you learn how to play your class better and make macros, then you'll be a better PvPer. If this player had more resilience, he'd win. If this player had more resilience, he'd win. It wouldn't even matter. And it made the PvP a lot slower paced, and it made players that were crappy or had bad computers that grinded long enough and played long enough able to beat players that actually learned how to play their classes, and that is fucking stupid.